Hi everybody, welcome to Alan Talking, and today's topic is John Fetterman. Now, Mr. Fetterman, Senator from Pennsylvania, has been the subject of quite a lot of speculation over the last week or so about his mental capacity and status. And I want to bring this up because it relates to somebody else's mental status and how there's been a lot of talk about that. That's a little hint about what's coming later. Anyway, from a Harrisburg report when he was interviewing and talking with a teachers union, and I'm going to quote this from New York Magazine. That story included a 2024 letter, also obtained by the AP, in which Fetterman's one-time chief of staff, Adam Gentleson, told a neurophysicist, say that 3 times, neurophysicist, who had treated Fetterman for depression, that the senator appeared to be off his recovery plan and was exhibiting alarming behavior, including a tendency toward long, rambling, repetitive, and self-centered monologues. I can kind of identify with that, actually. I get that way, too, sometimes, all right? Now, Mr. Fetterman suffered a stroke 2 years ago. It made news because he was public about it. Not only was he public about it, he was public about what he intended to do about it. That stroke was followed by a bout with depression. Now, I've never had a stroke, but I certainly know depression. And I think most people do know depression. It's just a matter of how long it goes on and what degree of depression it is. He was arguing with an airline pilot about his seatbelt, and the complaint was that the seatbelt wasn't always visible to the airline flight attendants. Now, Fetterman's a big guy. I guess, whatever. It was sort of hidden underneath himself. And we're going to play a clip that shows the discussion. Some of Fetterman's words are not audible, but...
Is your seatbelt on?
Yes, it is.
Okay, it needs to be visible for the crew at all times. That's not on. That's not an us thing. That's a federal regulation. So it's okay. It's okay.
I put my seatbelt on and I haven't said anything.
Okay, it's okay, but it just has to be visible to the crew at all times. It's a federal regulation, so if your seatbelt's on, it just has to be visible. And right now, it's not visible. We have an extender if you'd like that. It'll make it bigger so it can go outside of your sweatshirt. Would that work?
No, I just don't really need to continue the conversation. My seatbelt is
You
on.
do, sir. If you want to go to Pittsburgh, it's simple. You have to follow our instructions, or you're going to ask to get off the airplane. We're not asking much. Let it happen. Like all that we need is to be able to see your seatbelt at all times.
I've been flying for 30 years now. I've never experienced this. I'm not sure what's happening.
Okay, well, it's a federal regulation, so if I don't make you do it, then I get in trouble, and I don't want to get in trouble because I like my job.
Democrats are concerned about his willingness to cooperate with Trump as a result of all of these stories. So these mental health issues have caused consternation among Democrats. We've had consternation about Democrats before. Do you remember Al Franken? Al Franken of the... Okay. Now, Al Franken was a comedian. He made what could be considered a lewd gesture toward a woman when he was a comedian. And I've always felt that Democrats overreacted, but I can also understand the other side of the story. It was not a nice thing to do to any woman, but he never touched the woman. It was done in fun. So you can make an argument on both sides of the case. The point I'm getting to is that Fetterman is exhibiting behavior that they're equating with mental instability. And who the heck do we have running this country? The most mentally unstable person on the face of the planet. So Democrats, hold back. Don't play up Fetterman's weakness. He was strong enough to come out and talk about his mental illness. He was strong enough to come out and admit that he had a stroke. He may have fallen off his medication wagon, but he has the right to speak his mind. And if there's some policy that he really does feel in alignment with Trump, at least let the guy speak his mind, and then we'll make up our own minds after on whether we agree with him or we don't agree with him. And again, I don't want another self-induced firing squad on John Fetterman simply because he's now having issues, especially in light of the fact we have a maniac running this country. And that's Alan talking today.